This is pay-per-view profits. We're going to hit up SummerSlam. SummerSlam in Detroit. This is the first pay-per-view they had in North America in a while. And
Is it?
I think so. They've been doing a lot overseas. They went to UK. They went to some islands. I think Puerto Rico. I don't know. I don't want to be an islandist.
They did go to Puerto Rico. Backlash after WrestleMania.
Yeah, so we're back in the good old USA. At least WWE is. I'm still here in Japan.
Back in the USA.
This one snuck up on me. I don't know if it's the G1. I don't know if it's AEW. I don't know if it's too much pro wrestling. It just hit me. I was like, damn, SummerSlam's this weekend? Because SummerSlam, I think most people see it as the second biggest WWE event of the year. I mean, there's arguments for Royal Rumble, but I feel like it's probably the second biggest. And that's how they like to treat it and book it. Did it sneak up on you? Like, out of nowhere, it's like, SummerSlam!
I was waiting for it before, but it felt like it was really far away. I think Blood and Guts kind of erased that wait. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think Blood and Guts was like such an exciting thing, the build up for it and the anticipation. And even if it wasn't perfect, it was still really fun. And I think that kind of distracted from all the wrestling of that week.
Yeah, and I feel like the more wrestling there is, the less these big events seem big. So there you go. Like the other day, AEW Collision, I just forgot it was on. There's just a lot of wrestling. Maybe that's why people die and love their corporations. They're like, I'm only going to pick one and put all my pennies into it because, damn, it's a lot of hard work to watch everything.
Yeah, but with them on YouTube, like with both AEW and WWE putting up their shows on YouTube and segments, like, fuck, you could do it.
Yeah, very true. But yeah, I think when it comes to WWE right now, Triple H ran WWE as we speak of WWE. I think their regular shows, boring as fuck. Raw, SmackDown, completely boring. Watch the highlights, it's it. But I think their pay-per-views deliver. I think their pay-per-views since Triple H has been in charge, quote marks, who knows how much power Vince really has. Just ask anyone on the internet. They're like, I always like Joe Smith knows, like, he's so confident. Have you met that guy on Twitter or like YouTube? It's like, I know Vince is doing everything. How?
I don't know who Joe Smith is.
I just picked a random name. I think he played for the Warriors in the NBA. But yeah, I don't know. It stuck up on me, but I'm enjoying WWE pay-per-views. I know we live in a world of tribalism and people are like, you gotta hate everything or love everything and only put all your effort in one company. But I don't know. I'm looking forward to this SummerSlam. I am. All right, I'm reading this off Wikipedia. Pay-per-view profits. Feel free to put your picks down below. Also, we're on WrestleAM podcast, YouTube KocoSports, and wherever you find your podcast needs. Except Apple. I don't think everyone says Apple's impossible to get on.
We're not on Apple yet.
No, fucking, let's call them.
We're working on it.
Apple, what the fuck? I've had his iPhone from beginning. Nothing shows you how dirty your phone is until you show it on stream. Apple, I've had your fucking products for 800 years. What the hell?
And I'm ashamed to be showing this on stream.
Exactly. It's like, no, my dirty phone. My dirty, dirty phone. Anyway, yeah, my phone is disgusting. Now we learned something about me, and you can find us anywhere but Apple. Damn you, Steve Jobs.
Dirty phone. Check it out.
Yeah, what the hell, dude? You know I use your product. It's so dirty. Anyway, let's break this down. I'm just going to go in order. Obviously, this isn't the order of the matches. I'm just going to order that Wikipedia has it written down. Cody Rhodes versus Brock Lesnar. Will he finish the story? Part 3. I don't watch Monday Night Raw and SmackDown anymore, so I feel like I enjoy the product more. We always talk about this. I think casuals have a huge advantage over people that have to watch it every week. I'm enjoying this. I think Cody has to win, but I've been enjoying the story. My pick is Cody. What do you think of Cody versus Brock, sir?
If I'm honest, I'm not super interested in it at this point. I feel like it's been a meh feud, honestly. Namely because the way they've built it just doesn't work for me for how Brock is and who Brock is. it feels like they've tried to book Cody as way too strong against Brock. If
Not
that
my
makes
Cody
sense.
Rhodes. Cody doesn't
Like
have a
I
track
don't
record of that.
I don't know. I haven't loved the build for this match, but prediction wise, I would like Brock to win it, but I'm pretty sure Cody goes over. That Brock's putting him over.
Yeah. And some of these things seem very predictable, but if you don't know how it's going to play out because they might, do something a little bit different. So I find it to be interesting. Next, you got Seth freaking Rollins versus Finn Balor. I love Finn Balor. Prince Devitt will always have a special spot in my heart. If he
I
does
do
it,
too.
go ahead.
I was gonna say I do too, but I realized while I was watching him cut the promo on the Judgment Day promo from Raw, uh, I was having trouble taking him serious because if I look at him from the light of how I looked at Fergal Devitt, the promo feels different. You know what I mean? It
Mm.
feels more sincere. But when I was looking at him as the WWE guy that he's been for most of the time he's been in the WWE, where he's been kind of squandered and meh, uh, the promos just felt empty. But now that I'm thinking of him as being like Fergal Devitt again, like he's like a reboot on himself, I really like it, and I'm hoping he wins.
Yeah, my brain says, duh, it's gonna be Seth Rollins in a cash in, but I'm just hoping Finn Balor because Finn Balor is one of the most talented wrestlers in the world. He can cut promos if you let him cut a certain style of promo, and I thought he had one of the best lines ever when he's like, "All you have is what was it like? Not revenge, petty." Bitterness. All you have is bitterness. And the line was something like, "That's all I know." I thought that was a good line. Um, I think Seth Rollins definitely wins. There might be some cash-in shenanigans. That's my brain saying, hey, obviously here, Joe Smith said it. But in reality, I don't see Finn walking away with the title. It would be amazing. It would be amazing.
I I kind of do.
Really?
I can. So here's where I see him walking away with it. I see him walking away with it, and then Damian Priest cashing in either on him immediately almost, or the move that I think would get the most heel heat out of any cash in he could do is Roman loses and then he cashes in immediately to take the belt.
Oh, got it. Got it.
Just snatching it right from Jey Uso.
That wouldn't be too bad. All right, so that's going to be interesting. I'm listening. I want to hear what chatters have to say with this prediction. I
I
love
like
all.
the idea of them walking away with all the gold.
It would be nice. Not a lot, but like people when it comes to Dom Dom and his group, people have either I hate them with all my heart or they're doing an amazing job. But ratings, we talked about this last week. Ratings are popping for them, and I don't know. To me, it's a good thing. So it should be interesting. I'm rooting my heart out for Finn Balor. I think I'll be heartbroken, but we'll find out. I love all three of these women, and I don't think it's popular to love all three of these women, especially Charlotte. You got Asuka, Charlotte Flair, and Bianca Belair triple threat match for the WWE Women's Championship. I like this a lot. The only problem is I'd rather have it 1v1, but I don't know. We got a triple threat. Some athletes are amazing at triple threats. ECW. And some it just seems like, is it my turn yet? Charlotte, is it my turn yet?
I think Charlotte does well in them.
Oh, that's good.
I also think Kana does. I mean, Asuka does well in them as well.
Yeah. Me living in Japan, I think I have to root for Asuka. But I could see any of them winning. I think Charlotte is kind of the underdog in this, but I've been wrong before.
I definitely want Asuka to win.
Yeah.
Like, it's not even close. I hope Asuka wins.
You got the tribal combat for the Undisputed Universal Championship and recognition of Tribal Chief. You got Roman Reigns with Paul Heyman and Solo versus Jey Uso. I think this is the hardest one to predict. I really do. For
No, I think Jay wins it.
You think so? Because here's the thing:
Yeah.
if Jay wins it, is that the end of the story? Because I think they're going to end it at WrestleMania. But I've been wrong before. You think Jay's going to
I
win
don't
it?
think it's the end of the story. I think Jay can win it though.
So I don't know. I think it's the Roman Reigns meme. They just play the music and he points, and then they have to rebuild it. But
I see. Okay, but the way I'm looking at it is what makes for an interesting story. If they want to end the Bloodline story finally at Mania, that's fine. But they don't need the belt anymore at this point. At this point, it can keep building as a stronger and stronger internal feud that gets settled and squashed finally. But
I
my brain just froze.
no worries, no worries. I thought it was your mic. But
No,
yeah,
you don't.
and then they could put the title on someone else and build someone else up. I think you were trying to say.
Oh, right. That's where I was going to go with it. Was basically all they have to do is have him win it and then lose it quickly to someone else, like within 2 to 3 weeks.
Like a cash
And
in.
yeah, a cash in, like the cash in would actually instantly do it. Like if the cash in happened right after and he immediately lost it, and then you have Roman can come after him saying, I kept that belt in our family for however many days as Reign was. Those championships were ours. And you threw it all away in one night, one day. Or he could even like be like, you threw it all away, and then he could look at Paul Heyman and be like, how long was it? And then Paul Heyman says how long between the cash in and the pin, where it's like some ridiculous like 7 seconds or something.
Yeah, and even if Roman helps him after,
Yeah,
yeah, I could see it. And not only that, but it builds up to Mania. Give yourself a Barry Horowitz, sir. Nice prediction.
that's
Next,
my hope.
next we got Ricochet versus Logan Paul. I am old and been
Ugh.
living in Japan for 20 plus years, so I don't know much about Logan Paul and the stuff that he did here. Japan just was like, oh, who cares? It's over. But I did like the line where Logan Paul's like, "That's your fiance." She's gonna say, "I'm the winner." I like that line, and just like Finn Balor, there's so many times Ricochet and Finn Balor can lose and still bounce back before they're Dolph Ziggler. That is not a compliment, Dolph. But I don't know. Do you think Logan Paul loses at SummerSlam?
I don't think Logan Paul loses because I think they want Logan Paul to get built up more. But oh god, I hate him. I hate Logan Paul. I hate his
The
character.
wrestler,
He's
the
such a
human, or
douche.
just
I'm
everything?
indifferent on the human. I don't know him personally, so I can't really say
Yeah,
as
yeah,
to
yeah.
the human. Um, he seems to have changed from when he was doing questionable shit, but who knows? I'm sure someone in the comments will be like, actually, but
Yeah,
the wrestler character, I think, is a douche.
got it.
I feel like he's supposed to be a good guy, but he's such an arrogant good guy.
That he went too far.
Yeah, like he's just he doesn't feel like a good guy to me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's the CM Punk of WWE. You got Intercontinental title match. You got Gunther versus Drew McIntyre. I love this match. There's a good chance we can have another strong style match in WWE. I'm a big fan of the strong style match, but I kind of want Gunther to win to break the record. But at the same time, I don't want Drew McIntyre to lose. But I think this is going to be a stiff, amazing match.
This
Was
one's
it
hard.
WrestleMania or SummerSlam where the three of them and Sheamus?
It was WrestleMania.
Oh, that shit was
SummerSlam's
amazing.
gonna be this from this pay-per-view.
Yeah, no. I was thinking maybe that three-way was last SummerSlam.
Oh,
My bad.
no, it was WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be a great match. Like 100%, it'll be a great match.
Yeah. I kind of agree with that.
I
There's
don't know who I want to win.
well, you got to pick
What
someone.
do you want?
I pick Gunther for the streak only.
I'm leaning Gunther because he's doing great things for the IC, but at the same time, Drew Galloway deserves it.
Yeah, definitely.
So I don't know. I think they give it to Gunther though, just because they love reigns and numbers. Big number makes them happy.
Yeah, big number make me good person. Also, Triple H. This card's not looking too bad. You give yourself a Barry Horowitz. Ronda Rousey versus Shayna Baszler. We're going to talk about this more. MMA rules match. One of the best sit-down interviews ever. That's what pro wrestling should be. That's what women wrestling should be. That's what men's wrestling should be.
We'll save it. Save it.
Yeah, we'll save it. We'll save it. But I think Brain says Shayna Baszler, but I've been on Ronda Rousey's fucking bandwagon since the Olympics. Since she won bronze medal, she was going to MMA. I know it's not popular. I love Ronda Rousey. And I used to date, not Ronda Rousey. I should have put a comma between that statement. I used to date a professional female kickboxer. And she always brought up this thing. People are
Cyborg?
No, I didn't date Cyborg. But she brought up this great point. And people don't want female bosses. They don't want strong female characters. They don't want, what do they call it? Boss ladies, boss girls, whatever. They don't want that. They want your fat aunt to be confident. They want they want your wife to get a fucking job so she can pay half the fucking rent. But in reality, when it comes to real strong women, they're shunned in society. And I think that's the thing with her. But no, I'm Team Ronda, ride or die. My brain says, duh, Shayna Baszler story, 1+1. But still gonna root for my girl Ronda. But
yeah,
what a promo.
I definitely think it's Shayna.
Yeah.
I think Shayna wins it. That Ronda's just putting her over on her way out.
And then there's something called a SummerSlam Battle Royal. I don't know what that is, so it should be interesting. Prediction?
Yeah, I don't know anything about that.
Yeah. And then,
prediction. I don't know. I don't know who's in it, so I can't.
You know what? Fuck it. We make fun of him a lot because he's talented and wasted it all away. Dolph Ziggler.
Dolph Ziggler.
Why did you know? I'm like, he was so talented and pissed it all away.
Yeah, it was obviously Dolph Ziggler.
Is there a Detroit home hero? I don't know. I apologize. I don't know where a lot of these WWE superstars come from anymore. A Detroit star. Maybe have something.
Booker T?
Is he from Detroit?
I don't know.
All right. All I know is Red Wings and Slim Shady and Kid Rock and Pure Sports Detroit.
Always Sunny there too.
Yeah. So Barry Sanders, he played there, but I don't think he's from there. All right, we're getting way off topic.
Alive?
I'd like to believe Barry Sanders is still alive. That doesn't mean it's true.
Barry Sanders alive?
That doesn't mean it's true. Hoping he's alive.
Barry, if you're out there, let us know.
Oh, okay. Oh, confirmed participants of August 1st. All right. Here's the ones they got in the tournament, according to Wikipedia. LA Knight, he's winning it. Sheamus,
he went there. Yeah.
Ciampa, Nakamura, Otis, and Chad Gable. All right, LA Knight's winning it.
Oh my God, it's LA Knight by a mile. They threw in like the who's who of jobbers for him.
Yeah. Yeah.
The only thing better they could have was the Miz in there too.
So there you go. And of course, I think they haven't announced it on Wikipedia yet, but Trish has to be having a match against what's her name, Becky Lynch, right? That's happening at SummerSlam.
Yeah, they have to be having a match. They might be on. I don't know when they're going to announce it, but yeah, they should be having a match. Yeah. Either Trish or Zoe.
Zoe would be the biggest letdown ever. No offense to Zoe.
Yeah, but
I don't know. Becky Lynch, good luck winning. I know. Don't they have this story like? This is one of those things, like Ronda, like all the women's been booked pretty well in WWE as of late. But that storyline, like, doesn't she have to get like a tattoo of Trish Stratus's face on her tits or something? I don't really pay attention, but it's so stupid.
I don't know if that's what it is.
But there is something about a tattoo. The thing is, it was so over the top that it's like, yeah, of course Becky Lynch is gonna win. They're like, all right, if you don't win, you got to tattoo my face on each of your nipples, and we're going to throw you off a cliff with no parachute and no safety precautions.
Actually, that could be kind of cool. If what if she did it so that her stomach was like the bottom of Trish Stratus's head, and then her boobs were just big googly eyes.
Possibility. So yeah, maybe they're not advertising because we already know the winner. There's no
Yeah,
way.
oh, it's clearly Trish Stratus.
Yeah.
And this tattoo's gonna be hilarious.
The thing is, I'm like, oh, this is an interesting segment. And then, like, as it goes on, I get your house, I get your husband, I get your kids. You don't get to breathe oxygen anymore. It's like,
baby.
yeah, it's like, what the hell are you talking about? You went too far, H. You went too goddamn far. Oh, man. So it should be fun. Overall, looking forward to SummerSlam. All right, let's head over to the next segment. Bam!